So yeah, we are going to start this one off with a game called Rage in Peace. It's developed by Rolling Glory Jam, I believe. That's the info that I have for it. It's an interesting developer name. You come across interesting and cool ones periodically. Maybe bring the screen up. This one is a side scroller, not really a platformer per se. I haven't played it yet. I don't know. But basically you are that Isaac knockoff. It's got a plain head and he's crying. Come on. But no, you play as that guy who's like an actuary, like a completely boring person, and he's gonna die. And you get to control how that happens, more or less. This is a playable demo version. That's the point. The game just came out like yesterday, I think. Like, it's out, but it's super fresh. So, you know, there is that. Excuse me. It's like I've got a lot of cold air in my lungs, but I haven't been outside. Early this morning, I was given an assignment named Timothy whatever. Didn't catch the last name. I hear you, dude. Such uplifting music. A guy that looks straight out of Castle Crashers or Battle Block Theater. Extremely ordinary. He is boring almost. Ordinary life, ordinary routines, ordinary days. He's dull as hell. That music is loud. I am going to turn that down because I did not see that coming. As ordinary as he might be, for me, his will always be a special story. I assume this is Death narrating. This is the story of the day Timmy dies. He just dies. Dying to the indie rock soundtrack used to sell a Volvo. It's a very specific genre of music, and I think you know exactly what I mean. Hello, Timmy dear. Ah, what the? I don't know how to do that laugh. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo? That's an unusual evil laugh. You look familiar. Wait. Aren't you the Grim Reaper? Oh, my favorite. I like you have to do the demon voice. But that's so obnoxious to try to get into a microphone. Yes, the Grim Reaper is famous. Good work. Like, Grim Reapers bring death. I'm seeing a Grim Reaper. Am I dying then? That's not a hard question, Grim Reaper. That's... Get on with it. Get on with it. No answer, huh? I guess that means yes. But dying young isn't so bad, I guess. Unless I'm already too old to die young. How old is too old to die young? Do we really want to get into that? That's an existential conversation. I really don't want to. You are indeed different than most. Okay, I can't do that voice when he's doing finger guns. Like, come on. That's a Grim Reaper with a personality. Yes, as is written for you, you're going to die today. There you go. You go for the more chipper tone. It's like, good news. You're dead. Okay. So I guess my dream would still be dreams. Dying in my pajamas in the warmth of home with no drama. What's that? A dream? Never knew you had a dream. This is getting even more interesting. Unusual evil laugh. Well then, good news or bad news? I have both. Honestly, good news, bad news, it makes no difference to me. He looks like the kind of guy. Okay, I'll save the better for later. Bad news is you're gonna die with your head cut off. My head cut off, huh? Bad news indeed. But hey, good news! Singly says you're gonna die today. The when and where isn't really written. Hey! You're dead. I can't... Like, the characterization is nice and funny. Yeah, you can still go home and die the way you want to. If you want to, you gotta work for it. You gotta work for your peace. Still technically like 15 hours. So, okay. With this cheerleader attitude of yours. Aren't you the one who's gonna take my life? Do I look like a vicious evil creature who roams the world to kill people? Yeah, kinda. You got a skull on your head. Yeah. Like, come on. I've seen Grim Reapers in my day, and they're always grim. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to stop talking and play a video game. Pro tip, stay alive. New memo is collected. Okay. A, jump. I guess if you step on that, it... Well, alright then. Yeah, core... A core mechanic, I suppose, is that, it's not really fair. The game is just a lot of memorization, like knowing that... Yep. That's what I mean. Knowing that, oh, you have to jump because that thing will kill you, you have to stop because that thing will kill you. It's I want to be the guy, you know? It's just lots of that. Which is kinda whatever. Like, yeah. Checkpoint! They're truly making this harder than it should be. Guess they don't really like it when people try to cheat death. Who's they? They! There was a Moai head riding a skateboard. There was a Moai head riding a skateboard. We died to that like a couple times. Yeah, well, things are only gonna get worse. Have fun! Might make things worse, but I'll give you some help. A double jump. Okay. Don't ask questions, you're dead. Alright. Oop. Yep. Up. And of course. So like obviously with the timer in the top right, this is kind of designed to be speedrun. That's a weird one. to stop, I guess. I have to say, like, how have I been dodging that one the whole time? It's very repetitive, I'd have to say. Really? Okay, how do I take this trap, though? Because... Right, timing. I mean, the game has got its fair share of personality and whatnot. It's just, you know, by design, it's incredibly frustrating. How am I supposed to do this one? That one I know is way too early. Like, this one isn't making sense. Does it just go? That works. Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess if you're a fan of, like, I want to be the guy type games, then this sort of memorization-based process is probably going to be fine by you. But it's like, by design, you can't read anything that's going on. I don't even know how you're supposed to do that one. So it's just kind of repetitive as you're working through the particular challenges. Oh, hey zombie, hey corpse. Yeah, more of a zombie. No need to be surprised. The elevator zombie, of course. Every office has their elevator zombie. Humans love making up stories about zombies. Well, you don't show up, so... Humans have some really disturbing imagination. Let me tell you about what we actually do. What are human brains? Oh. They're tasty? I don't know. I haven't tried it. You think zombies are dead or alive? Yeah, that does depend on the category of zombie. Like, if you've got your Resident Evil type zombies, I would say those are alive. They're not reanimated corpses. They're deteriorated living creatures. Your typical John Romero types, you know, rising from the graves, that's dead. Real life zombie right in front of your eyes, and you're asking me your existential questions? Like, come on. Okay, zombie. I have no idea what the point of any of that is, but fine. I wonder if nmtp.co is an actual domain. It's right there. Oh. Missed a memento of some sort. Really? I gotta say, like, personally, not a fan of this game because I'm not a fan of this gameplay conceit. You know? The whole thing where you just have to memorize everything that's going to happen. Which means that the first time you're playing it, you have no idea what's going to happen. You can't win. Like, you have to die over and over. There's no other option. And I'm not a huge fan of that sort of game. Yeah, I would much prefer if it was like, you could, if you were really good and, you know, really clever, really quick on learning the mechanics. It's like most roguelikes, you're not going to win your first run. You're not going to win your first several runs, but you could. Like, they'd be extremely difficult, but you could do it. This one is like, hey Annika. This one is like, even if you're lucky and, I mean, that's not a surprise. Even if you're lucky and like kind of clever, you're not going to win this first try. Like, you're just not. What even is that? So it's like, what can you do, really? You keep dying over and over, which is, you know, kind of the architecturally the design of the game. But I don't know. Personally, You know, this is a game for people who like, I want to be the guy. That's what it boils down to. You have to be someone who really likes, I want to be the guy. And you want a game that's like that. The question then becomes, like, is this a good guy game? And I'm not sure. And part of why I'm not sure is that I don't play guy games. Like, I don't play Boshi, what have you. And it's like, what does this give you along that line? Well, just the arbitrary death and, like, memorization. Alright, night Annika, thanks for sweeping by. Like, in terms of guy game mechanics, that's all this replicates, is kind of the arbitrariness of it all. Oh, there's a zombie again. Or more zombie, whatever. Life in an elevator is full of ups and downs, you might say. Zombie, I'm going to kill you now. Brothers, a pair of burglars. We broke into this building and took a number of things. Not alive, but not really dead. The other guy was pretty insistent on the alive part. I'm just saying. Okay, okay. I mean, not having to eat. Not having to would be fine. Not being able to would kind of suck. You know? Pizza's good. Zombies being philosophical and existential about the meaning of life. Come along then. Of course. There's gonna be a how are we supposed to get that memento though? Like, actually wait, I think I see how. Oh, don't double jump. 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 Okay, I don't see how. I don't see how you're supposed to get this one. Like that? Like a super shallow jump? Like, I'm gonna try to get this. There. Then you do the double jump thing. Yeah, I'm gonna say for my style, this is not my kind of game. The animation's solid, the concept is, I would say uncommon, but again, it's a guy game, it's a Boshi. So, it is something we've seen done. Are we gonna have a boss fight? We're gonna have a literal boss fight. Pressing songs won't do you any good. Okay. Pig Bowl Metalhead. Mirrors our movements. And then just does that. You get like no reaction time. Yeah, there's no like there's no tell. There's no tell. I'm sorry, that isn't fun. That just isn't fun. Like, at least with Boshi games, at least what I've seen, for one, the boss fights, you get tells. They're rude, but they're there. They're predictable, like, in and of themselves. They're not predictable, like, across part. That's a lot of the point of a Boshi game. Or a guy game is, you know, apples fall up, that sort of thing. So on that front, like, yeah, okay, it's arbitrary, it's unpredictable, it's trial and error, fine. But to that end, it's kind of a shallow version of it. Like, no platforming. We're just going to the right. And like so far no further mechanics. Like, there is the double jump, okay. Maybe there would be other things going forward, but I don't know. Would those even be in a demo? I don't know. But it's not like creating the appeal. It's not providing anything that says, oh, if you are skeptical of guy games, of Boshi games, you might still enjoy this. It's not doing anything like that, which is disappointing, in all honesty. The art style, the art content, that's fine. No complaints. So yeah, I am very not sold on that. It just feels like it's frustration without much reward, is how I would put it. Graphic style is fine. Music, I'm a little feels a little over the top personally. But that's me like preferring a more restrained personality in general. So okay, that one's me for sure. And if you're a fan of guy games, like maybe you will enjoy that because that's the exact kind of gameplay loop that you're accustomed to and that you enjoy. So fine, not for me. And if you're not the kind of person who likes guy games or Boshi games, you're not going to like that. You're going to get frustrated very quickly.